About a 6.5 hour trail up. Might get quicker down.
That's all
There we go. You are set. Good deal.
I have to roll the hell. Here's the channel.
All the warnings.
If you want to go down the other end and look out, you can. I'm good. I'll try to get it there.
Couple things before we get started. If you have any food or drink, just keep it sealed up till we get to the top. No standing on the benches, you can kneel on them, that's fine. And save your receipts. We do have hiking trails up top, so everybody up top doesn't necessarily have a ticket. You want to come down, we got to see you have a ticket, we'll mark it off. But everybody up top wants to ride down. So, if you see any bears, let me know. We can slow the tram down and get a better look. That said, welcome to Cannon Mountain. My name's Don. If you look out the back corner, you'll see a great building. That's the Ski Museum. Check it out. It's free. It's got all Bodie Miller's Olympic medals and his World Cup globes are in there. So they're kind of cool if you haven't seen those. The red, white, and black thing in front's one of the original tram cars from 1938 when they opened the first aerial tram in North America here at Cannon Mountain. The old cars held 27 people, and in 43 years brought up over 6.5 million people. In 1980, they replaced it with this tram system that we're in now, and these cars can hold up to 80 people plus the driver in the summer, 70 plus the driver in the winter. We ride on the two fat cables that you see there on the outsides, and we're attached to the small rope in the middle of the haul rope that pulls us back and forth. Two cars, a red one and a yellow one, so we refer to them as ketchup and mustard. Technically, they're Lafayette and Lincoln. And one starts at each end, and we just go back and forth all day like an old-fashioned clothesline. Cable's about 1 mile long, and the first tower's a half mile up, so when we get to the first tower, we'll pass the other car, give them a wave for good luck. That body of water you see out the back corner, that's Echo Lake, that's at the northern end of the park. Blue Gorge is at the other end, and we get all our snowmaking water in the winter right out of Echo Lake. The beach at the end, that's the state park beach. They have paddle boats and kayaks, they have a snack bar, changing room, great for swimming. And above it, you'll see a rock cliff, some people up on top. That's a short hike, about 20 minutes, kind of steep, but it's all ice bluff. And for a short hike, you get a great view down the valley. Out the left side of the tram, you'll see this ridge here, that's the Kinsman Ridge. A hiking trail pretty much goes up that spine. When it gets to the top, takes a left, goes over the Wash River and off Woodstock at the other end of the notch. Behind it's a body of water called Profile Lake. And Profile Lake sits under what was the profile of the old man of the mountain. He fell down in 2003. But there's a plaza down there you can go to. And they have these gadgets called profilers. You find the one for your height, stand on the footprints and line the pieces up, and it shows his face sticking out of the cliff where he used to be. Kind of a neat way to represent what he used to look like. They also have some turnbuckles and things they used to hold them together at the end down there. That water ends up going down to Massachusetts, down the Pemigewasset to the Merrimack River. It ends up in Salisbury, Mass. While the water in Echo Lake goes to Connecticut. That goes over to the Gale, the Evanescent, and the Connecticut rivers, and it ends up down in Long Island Sound. So water that starts out a couple hundred yards apart, ends up a few hundred miles apart when it hits the ocean. Those two mountains that you see out the left side, those are Mount Lafayette and Mount Lincoln. Lafayette's the closest one to us, almost a mile high. It's the tallest mountain in the state park. And then Mount Lincoln's the next one down.
Hang on to you. I'll hang on to you.
The ridge on top's the Franconia Ridge, and Outside Magazine voted the Franconia Ridge Loop Trail to be one of the 10 best hikes in the country. So it's all part of the Appalachian Trail, starts in Springer Mountain, Georgia. It runs 2,200 miles north of Mount Katahdin up in Maine. Here's the other car. This trail underneath us is actually a ski trail in the winter, believe it or not.
Yeah, but on the new one.
And according to Ski Magazine, steepest lift access trail in the east. It takes a lot of snow to open it up, 3 to 5 feet at least. So some years it doesn't open at all. And last year I think we got 2 days out of it. And some years, you know, if we're really, really lucky, we might get a couple weeks out of it. So all natural, so we up to Mother Nature whether we open it or not. Out the back corner of the building, if you look through the cable on the right, through the back, there's a gap out there, the haze, that's all fire, all smoke from the wildfires. Normally we can see Mount Spec, which is Old Spec, which is right out in that back corner, but it's a little hazed in today. New Hampshire is off the back of the cable, which pretty much runs north and south. And Vermont is off to the right, looking up the hill. Way off in the distance, just barely visible in the smoke, is a U-shaped gap with a bump on the right. That's where the gap is. So watch your balance when we come across this tower. The car cable's going to change pitch, so the car's going to sway back and forth. So watch your balance. Here we go. These aluminum pipes on the side of the trail, those are snow-making guns. We take water from the lake, we mix it with compressed air, and out the nozzle comes snow, so even on a bad snow year, we can still have a good ski season. We have great ski traditions here at Canada. We have 97 trails and glades.
How many trails do you have?
97 trails and glades, 10 lifts, and the oldest paid ski patrol in the country. First engineered racing trail in North America was here at Cannon Mountain. You can see a piece of it going up over that bump on the right over there. It's called Tap Racing Trail, and it had its first race in 1933. They cut it in 1932. Well, that was 5 years before the original tram went in when they had the first race. So if they want to race to the bottom, first they had to carry all their stuff to the top of a 4,000 footer in the middle of the winter. So I don't think they made a lot of runs. We're going to come in this big building at the top. To the left of it, you'll see a building like you waited in. That's the old tram barn down from 1938. And this one still has some wheels up in the rafters you can look at. And you can see how small the old equipment was. You'll be glad they replaced it for sure. To the left of that, you're going to see a radio tower. You can hike up to the radio tower. It's 4 stories high. Got great views in all directions. So 2 ways to get there. You go to the side of the building, out along the rim called the Rim Trail, and it goes out and it loops uphill to the tower. Looks like Lincoln and Lafayette. It has some overlooks. They're like 10 to 50 feet, and they just drop off, so be careful out there. There's also 2 hiking trails, pretty well marked, but they go all the way to the bottom. 2.5, 3 hours. So if you're going down, 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 you might want to rethink it and head back up. You're ready to come down. There's also a short trail out the back corner of the building. You go out the back of the building, take a left, and you'll see some stone steps. There's a short trail, 500 feet straight to the tower. The trails meet at the tower, so you can go out on one, come back on the other if you want. When you're ready to come down, over here on the right, you'll see some green benches. Just bring your receipt over there. We'll mark it off and get you on the next available tram. We go down every 15 minutes on the quarter hour, give or take a minute. And last one down is at 5 o'clock. Missed that? Good to know with the 2 hiking trails. Inside we have a cafeteria, restrooms, and the highest beer taps in New Hampshire, so enjoy yourself. We go both cars, whether it's the yellow or the red, from over where these people are standing. We're going to exit out the left side when we get out. If you want your stuff getting out, then tell me, enjoy the rest of your day.
I think so. Completely different air. Nice.
This is the trail we dropped the kids on years ago. I remember sitting.
This is a hiking trail. You go from one over the ridge to the other and back. Why did you ski it? I mean, you can hike up and ski, but... Carrying the equipment? Yeah. This is in my office. How come they do it? You hike and when you hike it, you got ski boots on everything.
We can put it back in my pack now. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, let's
Yeah.
finish.
My hip flexors are swinging.
Are they? Yeah. No, we'll sit up here and I don't know who's doing it. We are, you know. Doing it, doing it.
It's Very nice place and smell. You can smell the pine trees. Nice. It's beautiful view. And smells so nice. The pine. A little bit chill. Mountains.
No, I mean, I'm fine. I just. Time sensitive stuff.
See how it's high.
No, let's finish it. Salute.
Beautiful. Wow, it's so beautiful. It's so nice view from here. Beautiful. And it smells so good. The pine trees. Very nice. So beautiful.